Or what would you say? You would say yes, right? You would say, yes, I want to know how to do that. Because if limiting beliefs is the only thing that is keeping you from going for your dream, because if the limiting belief is that it's going to be hard, I'm not good enough, then of course you're not going to do it. Nobody would do it, right? If it's hard, nobody wants to do it. But what if it's not hard? And what if you knew how to change your limiting beliefs? Good. I got your attention right now. So, what if I told you that by recognizing what is stopping you, you're a step closer to bringing that cycle of non-happiness? And happiness can become your choice. And it's, by the way, it's your birthright, right? It is your birthright. I want you to remember that. Being happy is your birthright. You can choose, you deserve, you are good enough. So imagine, I want you to do this with me because you're asking me, how can I do this? How can I do this? And of course, I go in so much more depth in my 6-week course, and I make it easy and dumbed down and applicable and in small chunks and easy and digestible and beautiful and da-da-da. But until I launch my program, what you can do is the following. Imagine what you want right now. I'm giving you permission to imagine what you want. Imagine it. Choose it. What is it that you want? One of the biggest limiting beliefs is that we don't allow ourselves to desire. Yeah, okay. So, imagine it. Are you there? Good. Now, I want you to think of why you cannot do it. Why can't you? Make a list. I want you to make a list of why. What are those voices telling you right now? Why can't you not do it? And you'll see that changing mindset, working with my formula, we always use logic and we use the science of the mind. We use science. We use logic. It's not just woo-woo, spiritual, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it is very spiritual, but, it's not woo-woo, right? So you imagine what you want, and now you're hearing those voices. What are those voices say? Why can't you not do it? Make a list. Maybe it's one very big, loud voice. Maybe there's more. That's right. So here's an example how you can work with mindset that I go into very much depth into my Faith It Till You Make It Academy. So now that you have all your limitations, and also there are some other subconscious ones that I cannot, it takes me 6 weeks in the academy to show you how to do. But so those are the conscious, and some of them may be subconscious limitations. So you have a list of them. So that's why you are sabotaging yourself, because of those beliefs. Because of those beliefs, things are hard. You perceive them as so hard that you cannot go for them. That is the reason. You got the reason there. So what do you do now? In my course, I have like over 10 tools, but now I'm going to give you one. Okay. So for now, I want you to look at them. And later, after I finish this recording, you can sit still in your stillness and just practice that by yourself. And guess what? You can do that all day with everything that arises as a voice that says, I cannot do it. Every single moment of the day, you can do that, okay? So you have a list of the reasons why you cannot do it. You have the beliefs, right? You have them. You have the list. So now what you do is you look at them and you go one by one and you start persuading yourself why they're not true. Or how can you make them not true? Find examples, logical examples. Google it. See who has made it. How have they done it? Right? Persuade yourself that this is not a limitation for you. We end up doing, having, and being what we believe we are. Our limiting beliefs are creating our identity. So we end up doing, having, and being what we believe we are. Write this down. Quote me, okay? We end up doing, having, and being what we believe we are. So why don't you believe that you can? So that you can become, have, and do whatever it is that you want, right? So who are you choosing to be is the most important question you need to ask yourself. Who are you choosing to be? When it is you, the one that is choosing who you are going to be, your dreams will become reality now, because you're choosing the identity of the person that has made it. And I go into so much more depth. But for this purpose of this recording, I want you to find those limiting beliefs, talk to them, have a conversation with them, and persuade yourself how they are not true. How can you make them not true? And we end up doing, having, and being what we believe we are, right? So in my story that I will keep sharing and sharing again and again and again and again, I was used to believe I was a girl from Thessaloniki, that I was afraid to Thessaloniki, Greece, and I was afraid that I was gonna be weird and people won't like me. I made choices in my life for the longest time as a teenager and as early 20s. I was making choices afraid what would other people think. So I was always making choices given what others want. What do my parents want from me? Oh yeah, I need 2 degrees from University of London, 1 from London School of Economics. I need a career in the City of London. Yes, that's gonna make me happy. I need a career next to the Greek Prime Minister and the cabinet of the ministers. Yes, that will make me happy. And I had high-flying careers, high-flying degrees, top-notch, successful people around me. And I was not happy because I was afraid to be weird, to be called or seen as weird, right? So that was my main limitation. What would others think of me? But guess what? When I started caring about what I think of me, the whole world started thinking the best of me too, right? So, and I am the happiest that I've ever been, and I know that the journey is not done. I can get happier and happier, healthier and healthier, and able always to achieve more than my upper subconscious limit, because we all have an upper subconscious limit, and I'm moving through it every single month, every single day, every single year. So start thinking how you want to think about yourself. And then the whole world will see you as the person you want to be seen. So the story goes. So the way to stop the voices in your head is start working with them. Get to know these voices and change their mind. Right? Awesome. That's why I teach what I teach, because I liberated myself. I liberated myself from those voices. And guess what? Some of those voices come back, but they have a different voice. And sometimes I tell my clients, when you have those voices, why don't you change that voice into Donald Duck's voice and listen to it again? So the voice that says, oh, you're going to be weird. Oh, you're not good enough. What if you change it into Donald Duck's voice? How does that sound? Right? So you are in control. I can go on and on about this. I have a 6-week course and I do that one-to-one, and I could go on forever. But for now, I want you to do that. Observe and shift into your worthiness mindset. And of course, join me in the 6-week academy that is going to be launched maybe in the next month. You can. Say, you can. I can do this. And any voice that comes in the way, just stop it by having a conversation with it and changing its mind. So thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. I love you. See you all soon.